A topic likely to catch your attention is the subject of today's discussion, recognizing signs that might suggest a woman is involved in multiple relationships. Addressing this topic with respect and empathy is essential, as understanding these signals can help you enrich your interactions. Before examining the signs, let's consider some insights from Stoic thinkers, who offer valuable perspectives. As Marcus Aurelius once said, "The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts." This concept reminds us of the importance of critical thinking and the need to analyze our interactions thoughtfully. Now, take out your notebook, let your thoughts flow, and let's begin. Sign number 1, increased privacy with her phone. Has she become more private with her phone? Perhaps she keeps it face down or avoids letting you see what she's doing. This behavior could indicate a deliberate attempt to keep her conversations private. "A wise person knows themselves better than anything else," said Seneca. Self-awareness is essential, and if something feels off, consider talking about it. Addressing your concerns can be a healthy way to manage insecurities. Transparency is essential in any relationship. In a time when cell phones are ever present, how someone interacts with their phone can reveal a lot. Changes such as a new phone lock or frequent phone use in another room may suggest that there's something to protect. While everyone deserves privacy, excessive secrecy can harm relationships. Epictetus taught that, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." Your approach to handling these behaviors sets the tone for the conversation. Instead of making accusations, express your feelings. Say, "I've noticed you've been more private with your phone lately, and it's made me feel a bit insecure. Can we talk about it?" With this approach, you open the door to honest communication. A healthy relationship requires a safe space for both partners to express themselves. Trust your instincts. If something feels off, talk about it to strengthen your bond. Proactively discussing feelings can help overcome uncertainty and reinforce transparency in the relationship. Now let's move on to sign number 2, changes in availability. Next, observe her availability. If she's always busy or frequently has last-minute plans, this could be a sign. Although everyone has a life outside of relationships, consistently struggling to find quality time together may suggest divided attention. Epictetus reminds us that what matters most is our response to situations. If you feel distanced, express your feelings rather than jumping to conclusions. Multiple relationships require time management, which can lead to unpredictable availability. If she frequently makes plans or embarks on spontaneous outings without you, it may raise questions. Situations like these highlight the importance of shared time in a relationship. According to Marcus Aurelius, you have power over your mind, not outside events. Understanding this strengthens your ability to handle situations. Instead of letting frustration build, take a step back and assess your feelings. Do you feel left out or unsure about her commitment? Initiate a conversation by saying, "I've noticed we've had trouble spending time together. Can we talk about it?" Sharing your feelings creates a space for dialogue and can clarify the situation. Consider her other responsibilities. Commitments to work, family, or personal matters may take up a large portion of her time. Priorities shift as life progresses, and these changes may need more attention if they significantly impact the relationship. Communication is essential. Epictetus notes that how we approach our partner's availability can affect the relationship. By showing attentiveness to her needs, you both feel valued. Sign number 3, a sudden change in appearance. Have you noticed that she's putting more effort into her appearance? This might seem suspicious. Changes like new clothes, makeup, or hairstyle can be natural, but when done to impress someone specifically, it may raise concern. As Marcus Aurelius said, obstacles to action open up new paths. Rather than worrying about these changes, use the moment to discuss how each of you can express yourselves authentically in the relationship. Sometimes, seeing the other invest more in their appearance can spark curiosity or insecurity. Ask yourself, who is she dressing up for? However, remember that changes are not necessarily negative. Personalities and styles evolve over time. If the transformation seems abrupt or exaggerated, try to understand the reasons behind it. Seneca stated that the greatest obstacle to life is expectation, which leads us to the future and makes us lose the present. Address the issue openly rather than waiting for it to resolve on its own or allowing distrust to build. Say something like, "I've noticed you've been changing your look recently, and I think it's amazing. What inspired this change?" This type of conversation allows you to express your observations with appreciation and curiosity. It may simply be part of a self-discovery or empowerment process. However, if these changes come with a shift in attitude, reduced involvement, or fewer shared moments, there may be something more serious going on. Consider the context of these changes. Honesty is key to resolving any uncertainties. If this new phase makes you feel neglected or uncomfortable, express that openly. Compassion and acceptance can further strengthen the relationship. Embracing changes together can deepen the bond between you both. Sign number 4, unusual messaging habits. Pay attention to her messaging patterns. Is she texting a lot at unusual times, like late at night or early in the morning? If she's constantly messaging without mentioning who she's talking to, this could be a sign worth noting. Openness is essential for building trust in a relationship. As Seneca said, we suffer more in imagination than in reality. Instead of assuming the worst about her messaging habits, talk to her. If you notice she's frequently on her phone during times when you would usually be talking, it can be unsettling. Constant messages, especially at odd hours, can raise questions about who she's communicating with. However, messaging habits can reflect various connections, whether friendships, work commitments, or personal interests, and overthinking them can lead to unnecessary conflict. Epictetus reminds us, the more we value things outside our control, the less control we have. Rather than focusing on suspicious behaviors, try approaching the situation calmly. Asking about her messaging at unusual times can be a gentle way to open up the conversation. For example, say, "I've noticed you're quite active on your phone at odd hours. Is everything okay?" This approach shows you care about her well-being, without being accusatory. Remember, her messages could be entirely innocent. She might be talking with friends, family, or colleagues. Understanding the context of her messages is important. As Marcus Aurelius said, the happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts. Seek clarity before jumping to conclusions. If she responds evasively or defensively, it might be worth exploring the topic further. Every relationship needs transparency. If she avoids sharing who she's talking to, it might be worth looking into, but carefully. Trust is fragile, and how you handle these matters can impact the relationship directly. Open dialogue strengthens trust and intimacy. By honestly sharing your concerns, you create a safe space for her to express herself, reinforcing the connection between you both. Vague or mysterious plans. Take note if she frequently mentions activities or plans but never includes you or gives specific details. Everyone deserves a level of privacy, but a consistent pattern of secrecy may suggest these friendships go beyond casual connections. Epictetus observed that, "No person is free who is not master of themselves." Take a deep breath and assess the situation calmly. If these unexplained plans make you feel anxious, talking things out is the best way to clarify matters. Not knowing your partner's plans can lead to insecurity and confusion. She may mention activities with friends without including you. This kind of behavior can lead you to question these friendships. As Seneca said, "If a man knows not to which port he sails, no wind is favorable." It's important to have clarity about intentions and commitments in a relationship. If these mysterious plans make you feel distant or unsure, address the topic promptly, avoiding rushed conclusions that could harm the relationship. Try saying something like, "I've noticed you've been spending a lot of time with friends, but I'd like to know more about what you're up to. Not having details makes me feel a bit disconnected." This approach shows you want a closer connection without invading her space. She may simply enjoy time with friends and not realize the impact that secrecy has on you. People often maintain friendships outside romantic relationships for support, common interests, and social well-being. However, frequently excluding you from her plans may indicate that these relationships are closer than they appear. Epictetus emphasizes the value of self-awareness. Reflect on your own feelings and needs before making assumptions. Gently discussing your concerns can foster understanding. Her positive response and willingness to talk about these outings are signs of a healthy relationship. She may simply be reserved if she's not used to sharing such details. Use good judgment and prioritize your emotional well-being. Trust and communication are essential in any relationship. By addressing doubts directly, you allow both of you to express your feelings, improving closeness and mutual understanding. Intimacy concerns. Finally, the dynamics of intimacy can also be revealing. Changes in the frequency or intensity of intimate moments, whether increasing or decreasing, can be a significant indicator. In cases involving multiple relationships, a partner may seem more distant or seek connection differently. Marcus Aurelius reminds us that you have power over your mind, not outside events. This perspective gives us the strength to address these changes and improve the relationship by focusing on our own feelings and needs. Visible changes in intimacy can carry weight in a romantic relationship. Behaviors such as less affection, emotional distance during intimate moments, or reduced interest in physical closeness may suggest that her emotional energy is divided. If you can't understand the reason for these changes, it may lead to feelings of rejection and discomfort. However, if she starts showing more affection or shifts how she expresses intimacy, perhaps trying new things or being more physically available, this may also raise questions. Is she working to deepen your connection, or compensating for possible emotional distance? As Seneca wisely said, we suffer more in imagination than in reality. Therefore, it's best to avoid jumping to conclusions about changes in intimacy based solely on feelings. Instead, take a moment to reflect. Ask yourself what you're feeling and why these emotions are arising. Although it may be challenging, an honest and open conversation can provide clarity. Say something like, "I've noticed some changes in our intimacy, and I'd like to talk about it. For me, it's essential to understand where we are in this aspect of our relationship." This kind of dialogue allows her to share her perspective without feeling blamed. Remember, intimacy involves both emotional and physical closeness. If she's overwhelmed with other responsibilities, relationships, or personal challenges, she may find it harder to connect intimately. It's important that she knows your relationship is a safe space to discuss feelings and vulnerabilities. This supportive approach can lead to a positive response, where she may feel more open to adjustments that enhance your closeness and intimacy. However, if she becomes evasive or defensive, she may be dealing with personal issues she's not ready to express. Ultimately, understanding, communication, and effort are the pillars that uphold intimacy. Being transparent about changing needs and expectations helps both partners feel secure, valued, and emotionally connected. Trust the signals your own judgment is picking up. Don't ignore persistent feelings of insecurity or discomfort. Often, these feelings reveal something important. Seneca reminded us that the mind is its own place and can make a heaven of hell, a hell of heaven. This idea underscores the need for clear reflection. If something feels off, it's better to address it objectively to understand rather than let doubts linger. Instincts are valuable allies in understanding relationships. Don't overlook changes in behavior, lack of openness, or sudden distance. Even if you can't immediately pinpoint the cause, these perceptions often stem from subconscious observations. Marcus Aurelius stated, "The soul becomes dyed with the color of its thoughts." Negative thoughts can cloud judgment and create unnecessary worries. Instead, use your intuition to initiate meaningful conversations, acknowledge your feelings and be straightforward with your partner. Consider expressing something like, "I have a sense that something feels different between us, and I'd like to talk about it." This type of approach allows you to be honest and express vulnerability without assigning blame. These conversations can help your partner understand how their actions affect you. It's important to remember that interactions like these should be focused on understanding rather than accusations. Epictetus teaches us that it's not events that disturb people, but their interpretations of them. Maintaining a clear and straightforward interpretation of behaviors can guide your emotional response. An honest conversation can be essential for both partners to understand each other's needs and expectations. Unresolved feelings can lead to distrust and resentment. Trusting your intuition and being sincere about your feelings can foster relationship growth. Facing your feelings directly helps build a stronger connection. If your intuition provides reassurance or points to the need for deeper conversations, value that. These discussions are important for both of you to clarify expectations, ***, intimacy and relationship growth ***. If you've noticed these signs and they've raised questions, remember to approach them with empathy and openness. Each relationship has its unique dynamics, and understanding your partner's perspective can make all the difference. If you found this content helpful and want to learn more about relationships and personal growth, don't forget to subscribe. Explore these ideas and strengthen your connection. As you continue on this journey of self-awareness and understanding within your relationship, remember that communication is the foundation of any lasting bond. Rather than letting doubts and insecurities build up, it's always healthier to bring concerns into a respectful, open conversation. Empathy is essential for productive dialogue. When listening to your partner, try to understand not just their words, but also what may lie behind them. Often, stress, personal concerns, or professional challenges influence how each person connects in a relationship. During times of pressure, behavioral changes can occur without necessarily indicating issues within the relationship. When discussing topics like intimacy, routine, or emotional closeness, avoid language that may sound accusatory or defensive. Instead, focus on how their actions affect your own well-being. For example, if you feel that emotional closeness has decreased, a way to communicate this might be by saying, "I feel we're less connected lately, and it's making me feel a bit insecure. Can we talk about what's going on?" This type of communication prevents the conversation from turning into accusations and instead creates space for an exchange of perspectives. Remember that each person interprets and experiences the relationship uniquely. What may feel like self-care or personal space for one person can feel like distance or disinterest for the other. Mutual understanding, therefore, is key. Another important point is respecting each other's personal boundaries. Even in a relationship built on trust, each person needs space to nurture their own interests, friendships, and hobbies. In a healthy relationship, respecting each other's individuality strengthens the connection. Encouraging your partner's growth as an individual creates a deeper, more authentic bond, where each person feels valued for who they truly are. If routine issues, like excessive phone use or too much screen time, have raised concerns, it's important to address them with curiosity and understanding. Questions like, "I've noticed you're spending a lot of time on your phone, and it's been making me a bit worried. Is everything okay?" show care without criticism. This approach creates a safe space for your partner to explain if anything unusual is happening or if it's simply a new routine. If, after these conversations, you still feel a sense of distance or if your partner continues to be evasive, it may be necessary to assess your own expectations. Consider whether the relationship aligns with your values and what you're seeking. For a balanced relationship, both partners need to be open to adjustments and consistently nurture the connection. In short, valuing open communication, empathy, and mutual respect are key steps in overcoming relationship challenges. Long-lasting relationships require commitment and flexibility, allowing each partner to grow as an individual. By committing to these values, the relationship becomes a safe environment where both people can grow, express themselves, and feel understood. Be patient, as positive changes in a relationship don't always happen immediately. What's important is establishing a space where each person's needs and expectations can be discussed openly. This approach, rooted in respect and empathy, strengthens not only the relationship but also mutual trust and the ability to face challenges together. These steps are just the beginning of a continuous journey of growth and mutual learning. Every relationship has its own challenges and adjustment periods. By maintaining a commitment to communicate, understand, and support each other, you'll be building a solid, healthy foundation for a fulfilling, long-lasting partnership. Did you find this content helpful? If so, remember to subscribe for more insights on relationships and personal growth. Until next time, keep exploring ways to enhance your connection. As you move forward on this journey of improving your relationship, it's important to remember that relationship growth happens gradually and is built through small daily actions. The strongest connections arise when both partners share a clear vision and communicate openly about their goals, recognizing that each phase of the relationship has its own significance. In nurturing a relationship, there are some essential pillars that help foster understanding in partnership. 1. Prioritize quality time. In a fast-paced world, making time to be present, without distractions, is one of the most valuable gestures you can offer your partner. Setting aside time for honest conversations or shared activities strengthens emotional bonding and shows that the relationship is a priority. 2. Practice active listening. **** Active listening is a crucial element for any meaningful conversation. It involves not just hearing the words but also understanding the emotions and intentions behind them. By listening attentively, without interruptions or formulating responses too soon, you convey empathy and respect for what the other person is sharing. When your partner feels genuinely heard, they feel valued and understood. 3. Reinforce authenticity. Being authentic in a relationship is fundamental. Many people try to adjust their responses or actions to avoid conflict or please their partner, but this can lead to resentment and misunderstandings. Being honest about your own feelings and perspectives builds a strong foundation of trust. When both partners feel free to be themselves, the relationship becomes more fulfilling. 4. Build trust gradually. Trust is the cornerstone of any lasting relationship. It doesn't develop overnight but is built over time with consistent actions that demonstrate respect, loyalty, and commitment. Small gestures, like remembering important dates, supporting personal projects, and sharing experiences, help strengthen trust. 5. Express gratitude and appreciation. Showing appreciation for your partner's qualities and the special moments you share is a way to foster a positive atmosphere. Simple gestures, like thanking them for support during a tough time or praising an accomplishment, help create an environment of warmth and respect. Mutual gratitude increases satisfaction and creates a space where both partners feel valued. 6. Accept and respect differences. No relationship is completely free of disagreements. It's natural for partners to have individual points of view, interests, and goals that don't always align. Instead of seeing these differences as obstacles, view them as opportunities for growth and learning. Accepting that your partner is a unique individual, with their own perspectives, helps create a healthier and more balanced relationship. 7. Develop flexibility and adaptability. Life is dynamic, and changes happen. Keeping an open, flexible mindset allows the relationship to adapt to different phases, like career changes, new family responsibilities, or other circumstances. Couples who accept changes as a natural part of the relationship tend to be more resilient and find new meaning in their connection. 8. Invest in self-care. Taking care of yourself is essential to bring your best self to the relationship. Being mindful of your physical, emotional, and mental well-being creates a strong foundation for a healthy partnership. When you invest in your own happiness and balance, you're better equipped to support and understand your partner. 9. Set shared goals. A relationship thrives when both partners work together towards shared goals. Whether it's buying a home, raising children, or planning a trip, working towards these goals together strengthens the bond and reinforces the partnership. Common goals provide purpose and direction for the relationship, creating a sense of shared achievement. 10. Cultivate continuous dialogue. Relationships are not static, and each person's needs and expectations can change over time. Establishing a continuous dialogue, where both partners feel comfortable sharing new desires or concerns, helps keep the connection alive and healthy. Questions like, "What can I do to support you better?" or "How do you feel about our relationship right now?" demonstrate interest and commitment to mutual growth. Through these pillars, the relationship becomes a source of support, growth, and joy for both partners. Successful relationships are built on the willingness to learn, understand, and evolve together. By practicing these skills and maintaining open communication, the connection becomes stronger and more resilient against life's natural challenges. Remember that investing in a relationship is a continuous journey. Small gestures, like compliments, kind messages, or simply being available to listen, have a profound impact. Healthy relationships flourish over time, rooted in dedication and shared values. If you found these reflections helpful and want to explore more about relationships, personal growth, and self-awareness, be sure to follow our content. Let's continue this journey of growth and discovery together. Moving forward, it's worth noting that lasting relationships aren't sustained only by grand gestures, but by small, everyday acts and consistent care. It's these demonstrations of affection and daily commitment that make a real difference, building a foundation of mutual respect and admiration. Here are a few more practices that can help further strengthen the relationship. 1. Practice forgiveness and let go of resentment. In any relationship, disagreements and mistakes are inevitable. Forgiveness is essential for moving forward and for releasing any resentment that might affect the connection. When you make a mistake, take responsibility and apologize sincerely, and when it's your partner's mistake, try to forgive genuinely and let go of the past. Holding on to grudges only builds emotional walls and can hinder relationship growth. Point 2. Promote personal and mutual growth. In a healthy partnership, each person has the opportunity to grow individually and as part of the relationship. Supporting your partner's ambitions, dreams, and goals shows that you value their happiness and personal fulfillment. Mutual growth creates an enriching and strengthened partnership, where both feel encouraged to evolve together and as individuals. Point 3. Respect individual boundaries and space. Balancing closeness and independence is essential in a relationship. Each partner needs space to pursue their own activities, friendships, and interests. Respecting moments when your partner needs time for themselves is a sign of trust and maturity. When partners have the freedom to develop their individualities, they bring more experiences and perspectives to the relationship. Point 4. Practice transparency and honesty. Honesty is the heart of any relationship. Being transparent about your feelings, expectations, and concerns prevents misunderstandings and helps build a solid foundation of trust. Even when it's difficult, express yourself clearly and avoid hiding important issues. Sincerity is what sets a truly authentic and reliable relationship apart. Point 5. Maintain curiosity and interest in your partner. In long-term relationships, it's easy to fall into routine and forget to stay curious about each other. Even if you know your partner well, there's always something new to learn or understand. Asking questions, showing genuine interest, and wanting to discover more about your partner's thoughts and feelings keeps the relationship vibrant and engaging. Point 6. Show regular affection. Small gestures of affection are important for strengthening emotional bonds. Expressing affection regularly, through hugs, kind words, or little surprises, fosters a warm and loving environment. Consistent affection creates a space where both partners feel valued and loved. Point 7. Celebrate achievements and offer support during challenges. In a relationship, it's important to celebrate every achievement, big or small, and to support your partner in challenging times. When both feel appreciated and encouraged, the relationship becomes a source of strength and motivation. These actions show that you're there for each other in both joyful and difficult moments. Point 8. Develop patience and resilience. Every relationship goes through highs and lows, and patience is essential for handling tough times. Building resilience allows both to stay committed, even during challenges. Recognize that each phase of the relationship is important, and with patience, you can find solutions and learn from each experience. Point 9. Adapt and reevaluate expectations together. As partners change and grow, the relationship's expectations and needs may also evolve. Flexibility to reevaluate and adjust these expectations strengthens the bond and prevents one partner from feeling misunderstood or pressured. Reassessing expectations together helps maintain alignment and connection. Point 10. Practice empathy and compassion during conflicts or disagreements. Try to put yourself in the other person's shoes and understand their feelings and perspectives. Empathy is one of the most powerful tools for resolving conflicts constructively. Showing compassion also means offering support when your partner is going through a difficult time, without judgment, but with understanding and patience. Implementing these practices makes the relationship richer and more fulfilling for both, creating a space for love, respect, and growth. Remember, there are no perfect relationships, but there are partnerships willing to work continuously to strengthen themselves. This mutual commitment to growth and understanding contributes to a relationship that truly thrives. After all, a healthy relationship is a space where both people feel safe, inspired, and connected. These strategies offer a guide to nurturing and valuing each moment in your journey together. I hope these ideas are helpful and continue to inspire ways to deepen and strengthen your relationship. If you enjoyed these tips, follow us for more insights on relationships and personal growth. Until next time.